Hello Libra, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. Libra, how you doing? I hope you're well. Thanks so much for clicking here. Look, we got a couple of oracle decks we're going to look at for the week ahead. This week we have an intention and we're talking about what the new cycle looks like. So we did have a new moon in Gemini on the 26th of May. And so that's just a few days ago, right? And so we are looking at what sort of energy now is coming up in this new cycle of life for you here. So we are looking at these two oracle decks and then we're going to throw some tarot at it. How are you, Libra? Please say hi in the comments. I would love to say hello to you. Thanks so much for coming here. If you are my ride or die and you're always clicking here, I appreciate you so much. If you're someone who's new and you'd like to join this tribe, there is a subscription button down in the bottom right-hand corner of this little square where I live. Welcome to all the shenanigans. Let's find out what's going on for you, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have the Thinker. Okay, well, that wouldn't be unlike you. We do have Round and Round. Uh-oh. So it looks like there is some overthinking going on here. Round and round, right? It's time to bring it to an end here. We have card number 44, which is an 8. So you could be thinking about work, could be thinking about putting the hard work in on something. You also could be thinking about, I'm going to say, like going over something, revision of something. It feels like you keep going over the same thing over and over, hoping that when you look at it from the top down or the bottom up or side to side, that you're going to get some sort of a different answer. So I feel like you're just in this energy of you keep going round and round. We do have card number 25, which is a 7. It feels like you're on a bit of a thinking merry-go-round these days. Let's find out why. Tell me more about Libra. Oops. Tell me more about Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra, please. Tell me about Libra. We've got, it's time to release negativity and your commitment is being tested. We do have the answers you need are coming. All right. Well, that's very interesting and timely, isn't it? Because we do have the Thinker. So the answers you're looking for are coming. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini, although we did have a new moon, right? We have full moon in Scorpio and we have a first quarter moon. So Scorpio energy, it's time to release negativity. It feels like it's time. It feels like because it's Scorpio, it's emotional. So it feels like it's emotionally negative energy that you're carrying around or that you're overthinking. Your commitment's being tested. It feels like something here is being tested as to whether you can get out of the overthink pattern or not. Can you just let it go? Can you? Because I haven't met a Gemini who could let anything go. Oh, wait, you're not Gemini, though. You're Libra. Oh, just having too much fun here in my dining room. So I was thinking about the new moon in Gemini. That's why I said Gemini. But I feel like maybe you're dealing with a Gemini, right? Maybe it's a Gemini who just won't let it go. It could be. But I feel like whatever you've been overthinking about, I feel like you are about to get the answers that you're looking for. We've got, what do you need to release? Okay, so it says you need to release negativity. So it's actually answered you here. It says, what do you need to release? It's time to release negativity. It feels like there is something that you've been carrying with you, that you've been overthinking, and I feel like it's time to finally release that. And it does feel like it is a negative thought pattern is what it feels like here. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sorry I called you Gemini. It's not the worst thing anyone could call you, though. Let's find out what's going on for Libra. Libra, please remember that there are private reads that are open. I am doing live private reads now, please. Please know that. And please look in the pinned comment. I'm doing pre-recorded and live readings. All right, here we go. Let's find out what's going on with the tarot. Let's get some details on it. For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right. We've got the 2 of Pentacles. Oh, look at that. Full moon in Scorpio. Scorpio shows up. It's time for transition. It's time for you to literally let something go because death is here. Feels like you really need to just leave it where it is and let it go. We do have the Two of Pentacles and the Thinker here. You could be overthinking things about money, but I feel like it's the reason that the overthinking is happening here, that you're thinking round and round around the clock maybe, is because you're dealing with a lot right now. It feels like your life is really busy, that you might be juggling money, juggling jobs, maybe you have more than one job, but it feels like life is really busy right now and you're barely keeping in balance. So I feel like the overthinking that you're doing, it feels like you get busy so you don't have to think about this, whatever this is. We do have time to release negativity, which brought the Death card, and it definitely is about the release. The Death card is the end of something, so something else can begin, and we've got, coincidentally, probably not, because nothing in a reading is coincidentally, we've got Scorpio energy on the Scorpio energy. So we have your commitment is being tested, and we do have the Eight of Swords. There's the overthinking energy. I just want to say that this is a place that you put yourself, Libra. This is a place, it's like you live in your head, and I don't think it's good things. I think that you worry. I think that it's negative thought patterns, and they're probably more often than not about what's going on externally, but maybe about yourself. So I think you need to release some sort of type of thinking that you're doing here. It's like you're looking for an answer to something. Let's talk about this Two of Pentacles and the Thinker. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you're being hard on yourself, because as I'm looking at 44, it is an 8, and 8's about the self. It's also about putting the hard work into something, but it can also be self-mastery energy. So it feels like you're really trying to stay busy in order not to overthink. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. We've got the Queen of Wands. We've got the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. I think you're carrying a lot, Libra, is what it looks like here. You're carrying a lot, and I think it's becoming almost obsessive. And when I say you're carrying a lot, the Queen of Wands is here. And so when the Queen of Wands shows up, it's because somebody is independently carrying everything. I think you're carrying the finances. I think you're carrying, if you're in a relationship, you're independently carrying the relationship. It feels like you need a little more help, because it feels like you're doing it all. So maybe you're in a marriage or in a relationship where you're doing it all and someone else is sort of sitting by and watching you do it all. It feels like you're obsessively working, making money, giving reciprocal energy. You're also very busy in your life. It does feel like you might be somebody who is trying to keep busy just to keep out of your head. The Queen of Wands showing up here is interesting, because that's a big, bold move. And so it can be a big, bold move, but it's also somebody who is a bit of a control freak, right? That's somebody who doesn't want to give over the reins. And I think it's because of being the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's been through a lot of hardship, right? So this is somebody who, excuse me, somebody who sits on the throne in spite of everything. And so I feel like you're a person who's used to being in control of all the details. The details are here with the Eight Pentacles. I feel like you're a person who has been in control of all the details, and it's hard for you to release the details, but it can become obsessive for you at some point here. Tell me about the Death. What is the Death card here for? And what is this negative energy that you are supposed to be releasing in the middle of the week here? We've got the Six of Swords, we've got the Devil is back, and we've got the World card. So look, we've got release negativity. The answers you need are coming. We've got the Death card here, and we've got the World card. Like, that's pretty wild. It's saying you need to release this. You need to release whatever you feel is attached to you or you're attached to. It could be someone who's attached to you codependently. You could be codependently attached to someone else, but I don't think you are, because you're in this independent energy. But it feels like, I want to say that the Queen of Wands is carrying, feminine or masculine, is carrying a lot of everything. The money, the wealth, the longevity, the family, like carrying everything. And it feels like here that what you're doing is you're causing people to be codependent on you. It's almost like you feel like you have to feel useful. And that's not for everybody, of course, but I feel like what you need to accomplish, or what the milestone that you need to hit here, the chapter you need to close is this chapter of codependency. Look, I'm just going to say it out loud. There are a lot of people who live in households together, and parents have a lot, their children living at home. It creates codependency, and it's not a problem to have your children living at home. The problem becomes when you do their laundry and you cook their meals and you make sure that they have gas in their car and, all of those things. And that's what this feels like. It feels like you are, you're overdoing it, I want to say. I feel like the Six of Swords again is telling me that it's time for you to break away, that this is becoming very chaotic. It feels like you are going to burn out, is what it feels like. That you will burn out because you're getting close. Look, we go from the 6 to the 8. Next is the 9, and then the 10 comes after that. So it's like hitting rock bottom or burning out is what it feels like. And although the Queen of Wands has a lot of energy and will go, 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 everybody burns out. So I feel like it's at an obsessive point at this point, and it's become negative energy. So you're no longer, what you're doing that you see as helpful is no longer helpful for the people who are receiving it, because instead of teaching them how to fish, you are giving them fish. So I feel like this is a chapter that must come to an end here. I know that you do it out of love. I feel like I'm calling someone out on their Florence Nightingale stuff. You feel like, to me, like you're a nurse, or you're somebody who is used to continually giving and giving, and so you've made a life of giving. Feels like that. Tell me, and I think that you do it in order to keep in balance in your head, understand, because I think there's a lot of overthinking going on. Your commitment to yourself is being tested. It says your commitment's being tested, but I feel like your commitment to yourself is being tested. I really feel like the universe is trying to teach you a lesson. And the lesson is you've got to pull back just a little bit. You can't be the Queen of Wands to everybody. Tell me about the 8 of Swords, please. Your commitment that's being tested. We've got the Ace of Swords. There it is. There's the family, 10 of Cups. And we've got the Emperor. So it feels like your commitment to yourself is being tested. And it feels like you are the person who is the Emperor. Whether you are feminine or masculine, I feel like you take the masculine stance. So you're the person who takes care of everyone, does everything for everyone. You have the security. You have the stability. You are someone who keeps it all, I'm going to say, contained. That you're trying to face everybody with a brave face. I've got it under control. I'm good to go. My family is happy. And they probably are. Like, I mean, Libra does it like chef's kiss. Like Libra does it up, right? And I feel like that's the truth. People do see you as the Emperor, the person who's carrying it all, making it look easy. But I do believe that there is some sort of a realization coming here. And remember, I said 6 and 8. 1 is 9. You're getting very close to burnout is what I want to say, because 10 is the end of the cycle, and that is hitting rock bottom or burning out. So I feel like you go from this Queen energy, the Queen of Wands energy, to the Emperor energy, and you're like it's like you have, like, people look up to you, you have status, people are like, oh, you make it look easy, but I feel like you're getting really, really close, dangerously close to burning out. We're going to put down 3 cards here. We're going to put down 3 cards here. We're going to go into the extended energies. That's what I've been doing all week, and it's last couple weeks, and people have really been enjoying it. So if you'd like to come over to the membership area where I have all of the extensions that I'm doing for any of the energies that you need, please look in the pinned comment, which is right under this video. The very last link in that pinned comment does tell you how to join the membership area. If you're interested in doing that, you don't have to, of course. But for those of you who are interested, we are doing other things over there. There's a tarot course there. We're also going to be doing more lives there. There are a bunch of lives that have already been done. There's quite a bunch of stuff over there if you're interested in coming take a look. All right, let's find out with these 3 cards, what else are we going to talk about? Because look, we're going to clarify some of this, because it feels like there's somebody here that needs answers. I feel like the reason that you overwork yourself is because you're always in your head about something you go round and round with. Something is coming. We're going to talk about this, where you're going to get your answers and what the questions are about. But it feels like there is a need for you to let go. A need for you to let go, to close the chapter, to stop obsessively helping everybody. It needs to come to an end, not only for your health, but for the mental health of people around you, because you will disable them if you continue to do everything for them. Tell me what is coming up next here. We're going to clarify all of this and find out what's going on here, what the aha moment is, what the clarity or the realization, because I feel like you realize at some point that you're in the Eight of Swords and that you've put yourself there. So we're going to talk about that as well. We do have the Eight of Cups. Oh, I kind of like that. We have the Hierophant energy, and we have the Nine of Cups. So I feel like pulling away or disconnecting and connecting to your faith, or you become someone who ends up having more faith in the self. It feels like also it feels like you become more spiritual, or you look inward a little bit more to try and strengthen the structure of your spirituality. I think that that sometimes the things externally to you get you sort of in a tailspin, I'm going to say, and it's really easy for you to get lost in service, Libra. Really easy. But it looks like there is some happiness coming here that has to do with your spirituality, but it comes on the tail end of you breaking away from what's going on here. What do you need to release? I think you just need to release your codependency with people. It feels like it's turned itself into a negative energy. We'll talk about the answers that are coming, though. We'll take this into the extension. I'll clarify this. We'll talk about that. And if you'd like to come there, take a look at the pinned comment. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you, Libra. I'm going to go for now, and you guys be well. Have a great weekend. See you soon. Bye-bye.